Hey internet, and hello my wolf pack. So today, again, please don't mind my hair. Please don't mind my hair, rather. We are going to be playing Seduce Me again. So yeah, let's begin. Give me a second. There we go.
I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or nothing.
Okay, Suzu.
You're crazy.
She is.
Well, yeah, I'm crazy. I think I'm getting a migraine.
Oh, Naomi. I think I'll go with Cajun fries and spicy chicken burger too, just mac and cheese and a soda, what Naomi's having. Since we went with Naomi's choice last time, because I'm trying to even it out with the girls, I'm going with Suzu's choice. Might as well go spicy today. Once we got our food, we settled down at one of the empty tables, putting our backpacks aside to finally dig into the food. I didn't want to film this video, but right when I started, I'm just like, I want to continue till the end of time, you know? So yeah. Suzu leaned back in her chair, tilting it back so that she could rest her feet on the table by her food.
Alright then. Is there anything we want to talk about? Bored already? I know. Let's talk about boys, and I'll never speak to you ever again.
Suzu.
Aw, why not?
Oh.
It's so interesting when talking about guys. Not like any of us like to get boyfriends.
Same here. Like, I am literally Mika, the main character. MC, main character. And if you're asking me, why am I telling you guys this? It is because, for a long time, I didn't know what that meant. And then me being a logical person, just a person that breaks down the logic and things to find it out scientifically, I found out that it meant MC, that MC meant main character. Who would have knew? So, yeah.
We don't know that.
I'm literally
What if
Mika.
one of us does get a boyfriend? Like that's going to happen.
Mika.
Look at us. I'm a tiny Italian. You're an itsy wall. Hey! No offense. Ken Anderson here. Well, I guess she could be a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Or girlfriend if she
Or
wants.
girlfriend? She could be a lesbian if she wants.
Oh my god, Suzu.
True.
That's okay, Suzu. I'm not sure I want a boyfriend yet. Oh, you say that now.
They're senior years. Like, well, boyfriend.
She'll get one at her house. Spoiler alert.
Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Suzu.
Well, it really wasn't about wanting a relationship, but more of there was no one I was interested in having a relationship with. Don't get me wrong, I'm a very open person, but there were not many interesting guys in the school. Who knows? Time will tell. Naomi looked at me, wanting to continue the conversation. However, before she could speak, the speakers in the cafeteria in the cafe started up, and an announcement echoed through the cafeteria.
Oh my. Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in white coats have finally come to get you.
That was Suzu.
Suzu, don't joke around. What if it's serious? That's fine. If something happens, just call us.
Okay. Something did happen, and it was certainly no laughing matter. Cold. It was really cold. The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by rolling thunder. The skies had... Kidding me? Sorry about that, a friend of mine just called. Oh. Okay. The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by rolling thunder. I know I already read this. The skies had turned dark, though I couldn't see any of it under the black umbrella. I stared at the grass beneath my feet, unable to look up at the people weeping around me. All I could see was the damp grass underneath my feet. Only the monotone eulogies, that floated through my that floated through my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral. It was only when the speeches ended that I finally was able to raise my head. Harold Anderson forever in our hearts. A small gathering of people, mostly made of relatives that I didn't even know, were huddled around a simple small grave. For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops on umbrellas. If it were not for the rain, everything would be in a heavy silence. I looked beside me, where my father was standing and holding up a large black umbrella for our small family of 3. His face was emotionless, a strange sight. Next to my weeping mother, I wondered what was going through his mind. After all, etched into the smooth gray tombstone before us was his father's name. My grandfather, the one who raised me like his own daughter, had passed away that day. Slowly, people began to leave until it was just my father, mother, and myself at that grave. A man dressed in a clean black suit under the uniform black umbrella of the funeral attendees walked towards us, introducing himself as grandfather's lawyer. He pulled out a few documents from his suitcase and began to read aloud.
And now, shall read Harold Anderson's last will and testament.
Only my parents and I were allowed to were allowed to be present for my grandfather's will. It was under the strict request of his lawyer, and there was a reason why.
And to my dearest granddaughter, I give my estate. All the furniture that was within the house shall also be given to my granddaughter.
What? I couldn't believe my ears. I had earned the family estate at 18? That was impossible, and yet it was written by my own grandfather's hand.
He passed the family estate to her? Why am I not surprised?
Ooh, I was about to do something that would have gotten me in so much trouble.
Dear.
I am doing something that I'm not going to show on camera.
Well, did he say anything about what will become of the CEO and chairman position of the Anderson Toys Company?
Okay.
No. It is presumed that the vice chairman will succeed the position. And even to the bitter end, he wouldn't give it. What a stubborn one.
Okay, shut up. Shaking his head, my father turned to face my mother with a serious expression on his face.
About the estate. Should we send her there to get used to the building? It'll be a good place for her to live after high school.
Are you sure we should?
Why not? This would be a good experience for her.
This is literally my parents. Like, literally my parents. Like, they want to kick me.
Honey, what do you think?
I really wasn't sure what to say. Why did my grandfather think that I was the appropriate heir to the mansion? Was I even ready to live on my own?
Well, that seems to be it. We'll be taking our leave now. I'm sure the little heiress needs some time to adjust.
Look at the mother!
David.
Anyways, even though she raised her voice, my dad wordlessly began walking back to the car, disinterested.
Don't mind him, honey. I think that your grandfather's passing really affected him.
No, it didn't.
Why don't we get back home now?
You can go on ahead to the car, Mom. I think I need some time alone with Grandpa.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
She's just like, why did you send me there? She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad. I looked around the funeral grounds, which was completely empty save for the sullen-looking grave that laid in front of me. I'm sure that if Grandpa were in charge of arranging all of this, it would have been much different. It was blatantly obvious that my dad was in charge of the whole event. Who else would bury their own family the same day they pass away? Everyone knew my grandfather's love for toys, and yet the grave was a mere stone slab on the ground, void of any warmth. My dad didn't even bother putting flowers. His disdain for my grandfather was almost pitiful. Sorry, Grandpa. I tried to force out some words, but the only thing that came out was a choke sob. You told me to stay strong, but right now I'm the farthest from it. I just want to go back to before. Grandpa!
It's so good to see you again, sweetie.
I was swept into a giant bear hug, and we both laughed as he swung me around like an airplane. It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandfather, the way he greeted me. Unlike my father, my grandfather was loving and playful even as I grew older. Sorry that Daddy couldn't be here today. He said that he wasn't feeling too good again. It was always like that. Dad missed every visit to Grandpa's house, citing that he was busy with work or wasn't feeling well.
Is that so? Well, that's okay. Daddy can come around next time. And you're here, right?
Yeah. So what are we doing today, Grandpa? Mommy says that there's a new dessert cafe open in town. Maybe we could go.
Oh, I would love to. But I've been so busy with the company these days. We're actually working on a little something. Would you like to see?
Yes. Ooh, is that a toy?